guys. I wanted to talk about something it seems very problematic nowadays. So many people don't seem to understand it, but it's extremely, like I said, it's the simplest thing if you actually think entrepreneurial, if you have that mindset, if you are born with it maybe, or you just develop it very early. I don't have other real-time and full-time entrepreneurs in my family, for example. We have some business people from the family, so to speak, with mostly side projects as businesses, but I have many friends, many relations, because I'm in that industry, in that field, in that niche. It's not even a niche, it's a whole field of like the free market, literally everything about it, not only the free market, all of the markets possible. You know, it's like from already more than 12 years, and I totally love it. And some people don't understand, and there are still friends from time to time asking me something like, but when is your time when you are having time with yourself, with your family, when you're happy? And yeah, we're going to that vacations. It's not something that's happening rare or something like that. We're doing that, but the thing that really makes me happy, of course, the family, of course, the friends, etc., etc. I love those parts of my life. But what makes me real happy, real time, always is like making business. I love making business. That's why I'm participating in more than maybe already 90 projects all at the same time, and for some of them I'm just helping with details, you know, something in my expertise. I'm a business idea personnel, so to speak. I'm each and every day I'm imagining like hundreds of business, let's say like at least around 3 working business ideas. So I'm sharing them because I don't think it's very wise to just keep them, because someone else will anyway come with them. It's not like it's a simple alchemy, if you want to put it that way. Most of the minds, like world is like mathematical construction. It's like if you have come with some idea, your consciousness, your mind has actually put together some other facts, because everything has already happened. It's like you're just collecting fragments and putting them together. So practically you can't imagine something that is unimaginable. It happens from time to time. I have some abstract ideas that are really unique, but from let's say tens of thousands, for sure, ideas I'm coming with, like only a few, only around several hundred maybe, are really unique, and some of them are useless for nowadays. They wouldn't work, because you won't have the audience in a business way, that they can work in a more artistic way maybe. But that's about me. Business makes me feel happy. Even for example, I love playing computer games. I like it, but it's because I'm relating it by somehow with some business activity. I think like sharing my thoughts while playing games, for example, it's interesting for me, and I'm collecting some audience, so people that are watching this video or this video. I don't even make a tight niche from my channel. I want it to be like different, so that's not exactly what the market needs. That's not exactly how the algorithm works, and I know it, but I want to do it at least for now. Soon in the future, sooner than later, we'll be doing something a little bit different. So I don't know if I would have enough time for this channel and to just maintain it like it is up until now. I may change some of the details, but I can tell you I like doing that, and it's by somehow business related. I love talking about business. I love talking about the businesses of other people, about their jobs, about all their working experiences. I want to know that. That's very interesting to me. Even if you want your family is also a project with so many factors. You can literally, some of them are not beyond your control entirely, and you have to do the best to just keep the things in the most happiest manner, and everyone to be happy. I mean, from your family, as much as of course that doesn't stand like an obstacle in the way of the happiness in the long term, but you understand, you want to keep things happy and joyful, you know. And sometimes that fights with that business hustle mode spirit that I actually have. It's me. I can't explain. I don't like, for example, I love home parties. They're like the best time is with home parties with some friends, you know, playing some, for example, different kinds of games. For example, tabletop games, some, you know, so many different. For example, some association games, some even some computer games, some video games, playing on PlayStation, cuisines, so many different options. So, for example, I love that just spending time with friends, talking. That's very cool. But I don't like going to the clubs, nightclubs. I never like that. For example, it's not for me. I can go there from time to time with friends for just to be in the company, just to like make them feel a little bit happier that I'm going from time to time. But I don't like that. I never liked it. If I have to be absolutely honest, not even once I have liked a nightclub. There are places that are better than other places for me, but I personally never really like the party. It's not that kind of party. It's just dancing with very loud music. It's not for me. Maybe some hardcore hardstyle parties back in Amsterdam and back in like those days, even in the US, that there were some you know, hardcore hardstyle, that what else, hard techno, you know, that kind of parties sometimes are resonating better with my core cause. They're more like the music, and for example, some speed metal. It's like my dancing styles and all that kind of my soul is vibrating a little bit more like extensive. I don't know how to express it exactly, but it's on like the dynamics there are a little bit faster, so that I can hear that music, I can cope with that music much more than anything that's, for example, slow female vocals. That's just getting to my nerves. I can't. Sometimes if the woman is extremely like, you know, the voice is brilliant and stuff like that, and you can get a little bit emotional. It can happen. From time to time. I have favorite songs of that kind of artist, but it's like in most of the cases it's not coping with me. Slow female vocals, it's not for me. It's everything, or for example reggaeton. That's totally, I can't listen to that kind of music. It's just not literally. It's not vibing with me. I can't hear it. I can't put myself in those shoes of a man that can actually dance to that music. I'm not. It's like it's just disturbing me. Like, for example, speed metal, death metal. Like, not every and each kind of death metal, but some bands. Someday I will tell you some of my favorite bands, and I don't want to go there because it will cost some time. But some of the bands, just I can cope with that music. I'm hearing it's like very much closer to my soul essence. But what I was talking about, the main topic about business is that, like, I don't like but concerts, for example, I still don't. I love some of the metal groups, but I still don't love very much concerts. I have been to many, but it's not the best experience. I don't like so many people in one place that don't have any purpose except listening to that band, being to that party. It's very simple purpose. It's nothing special. Like it's very much connected to lust. Most of the people are there to eventually get to a partner, like hang up with some people, eventually have some sex. I don't like that kind of. It's just not vibing well with me. In my teenage years, I have had some crazy parts of that of that years, literally going crazy. I was going to some parties, to some concerts, but I never loved that part. It's like everything that happens after that, for example, is much more precious, like the time spent with the people already out of that mess that's happening, that chaos. I just don't cope with that, for example. So you may not understand that some people just love making business. Like business is what makes them happy. I'm one of those people. Like it's literally I like drinking beers, for example, ale, different kind of beers. I have my taste. I like, for example, well, once again, it's a big topic, but I don't like dark beer, for example. I'm not a big fan of anything dark, but except of that, pale ale, there will be, for example, so many kinds of craft beer with mixed with some fruits, fruit taste, all that kind of fruity, juicy, etc. Else, it's very good. Also the sour, and all that kind of. I like for example, I very much love lemons, like the taste of lemons. So practically everything that's a little bit sour, or it's like. I can really enjoy that. But for example, I don't like drinking beers for the sake of drinking beers with friends. I love the talk around that. I love to meet that people, to have that conversation. But I don't love drinking beers or any kind of alcohol. It's just not the best thing for me. So practically, I have built myself in that manner that, and maybe I'm born with in that kind of way that actually. I love chilling, of course. I love, for example, like I said, playing games, but with some purpose. I love watching videos, but I'm using that because I love writing. So and it's part of my profession. Script writing, scenario writing, copywriting, etc. I love that. So I'm an artist in that kind of manner. So I love watching. Series, watching full movies, etc. Especially the great ones that everyone has to watch. It's just mandatory. For example, if you haven't watched The Matrix, please do that, because there were some days where most of the youngsters hadn't watched even once the Matrix. It's just that's a crime. For example, it's just for a Fight Club. If you haven't watched Fight Club, especially if you are a male and you haven't watched Fight Club, it's like bombs. I can't express how wrong you have been living. You haven't lived without some of those. You just have to watch those. Those few, like there are so many others, of course, but mind changing. It's like, for example, what was that? There are many other movies. I don't wanna go in too many details. I have even shot some videos about that. But there are mandatory, 101, 1001 Arabian Nights, the Arabian Nights. Aladdin and all that stuff. Also, at least one of those versions, especially I recommend the older versions of these tales, because some of them are just brilliant. But there are some mandatory movies and series you got to watch. It doesn't matter who you are. The Godfather, there some gangsters, some mafia movies are very like just masterpieces that have to be watched. But anyway, what my main topic is, I love watching cinema, but I love also watching it with some purpose, because then I got my ideas, I put together some thoughts, and I'm writing better scripts, and it's very important for me to be doing that, because I'm also a writer. I'm writing better books, because you can't actually write without, you can't be a good writer without reading. You can't be a good writer without watching movies nowadays. It's like mandatory. So it's part of the job. It's some kind of business. You know, so many personal projects, etc., etc. They're some kind of business. I am in many. I'm participating in many projects that I'm not earning anything from them, or some lesser money that I don't even acknowledge. I don't know what's happening into some of my bank accounts. I don't know all of the income that is coming, because there, for example, $60 there, $100 from something else in the other bank account. I'm not even like, I don't even care, because it's more money. It doesn't matter so much, but I'm participating in this project because I want to give something to them, and by doing that, I'm taking something back, because I'm taking that experience, and people are, for example, thankful, and that's just what makes me happy. It's like everyone is a little bit like that. If someone is like thankful to you for something, like it's the best appreciation you can ever. It's one of the best feelings you can ever get to it. It's like. So that's what I wanted to say. I don't want to make that video much longer, and I got to go out before the market actually closes, and for a walk with the dog and the wife. So I wanted to express that. So some of you don't get me wrong. I'm not against people that love parties, that love that kind of like more materialistic happiness. But what makes me happy is actually the hard hustle, and then the results. But not only that, it's just giving to the project, donating ideas, donating those kind of mental matters, so to speak. That kind of it's mainly ideas and like detailed versions of some MVPs, for example. There's so many faces of that same thing, but it's mainly ideas. It's mainly purpose. It's mainly like those things that can add value to your life. It's like giving those to some people that are making big projects, that are participating in big projects, that are by somehow influencing society nowadays in a good way. Because we have to balance that. There are so many bad ways going there also, like so many things that have to like stop at the very moment, but they won't. So we have to balance it by somehow being the best versions of ourselves that we can actually, because that there's a limit to that also. So that's what I want to say. If you feel like me, if you, for example, literally feel in a similar way, but some of the friends are like always telling you, but you have to like make more activities that will make you happy. If you feel happy about that, I love working out also. being to the dojo. That is very important for me, very important part of my life. That's maybe one of the other topics, other activities that's making me real happy, because like I love martial arts. It's the philosophy, the ideology standing behind it. It is a discipline. It's not only because people are focusing too much on the discipline, but it's teaching you much more than just discipline. It's lifestyle. It's like creating you as a person. So that's what I want to share today. If some people are putting social pressure on you because you're not having so much valued in their criteria, time, just having fun, etc., but you're a person more like me, for example, don't feel guilty about it. Just be yourself, and you'll see that practically that's maybe one of the best ways of living. And I feel like privileged to be like that, because the things I do that make me feel happy also will make me a little bit more prosperous. So it's like a win-win situation. It's like if you build that kind of mindset, I'm not sure if you can truly build it. You have to be a little bit talented in that kind of manner. You have to be a little bit like born like this, I think, because from a very young age I was like that. But you can, to a certain point, I think you can build that discipline. And if you just like, you know, study and practice, you may get to that point where your happiness is also healthy for your health, for your finances, for your prosperity, etc. Even for your social life with the friends and similar people to you, like-minded people. That's just perfect. I truly enjoy it, and that makes me feel happy. Thank you very much, guys. See you later. You can like, subscribe, and hit the bell button to know when the new video is coming. I'll be shooting more videos like this now, and we'll be starting a podcast with Chris, but it most probably will start in Bulgarian, so maybe we're putting the subtitles at the very beginning. Maybe we'll make two versions of that, and one of them will be in English and the other one with different guests, maybe a podcast. Some of them will be English speakers, some of them will be Bulgarian, some of them will be both, of course, but they'll choose in which version they want to participate. But that's a little bit like, I'm not sure that's happening anytime soon. We'll start in Bulgarian, because it's an ambitious project, a little bit too much ambition. It's not so realistic, and I want to be realistic, so no promises there, but at least we will try putting some subtitles adequate in that manner, and I hope you enjoy, guys. Thank you once again, and see you later. Bye bye.